BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from Overton Stadium in Jackson, Tennessee, Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network proudly present USJ Bruin Baseball. And this afternoon, it is the Trinity Christian Academy Lions visiting the Bruins. And the temperature is about 66 degrees, but the added element in here today is that we are under a wind advisory that will continue all evening and all the way until about 1 o'clock tomorrow. And what we are looking at is right now wind is going at about 16 to 18 miles an hour out of the south-southeast. And then when we get to probably game time at about 4 o'clock, it is looking like that's going to kick up to maybe 20 to 22 miles an hour, possible gust up to about 25. So that's where we stand as far as the weather is concerned. We're going to try to get this one in because it is a tough thing with the way the schedules are bunched up to be able to get makeup games. But what we are looking at also is that we think from at least what the advanced radar is showing that we'll be able to play without any serious rainfall until 6 o'clock. If we can get 5 innings in, it'll be a complete game. But that is the big key. Can we get it and actually complete a 7-inning game by 6 o'clock when the rain is supposed to really be coming down in buckets? May have a light shower, say about 5:30 this afternoon, but that's not really showing up on the radar. They're just giving us a possible warning for that. We are not expecting anything in the area, just in case you're concerned. We're not expecting any kind of severe thunderstorms. There's no tornadic activity. None of that is in the forecast. It is strictly going to be, once we hit about 6 o'clock, what is considered to be a heavy downpour here with no thunder, lightning, anything to accompany that. So that gets you up to date on where we stand with the weather. We do think that we can play up to 6 o'clock tonight and try to get in a complete game. The lights have been turned on at Overton Stadium, and so we're not going to have a chance of any kind of sunshine peeking through our overcast skies, and not since this morning have we seen any of that. Let me run down the starting lineups for the two teams, and then we're going to let you have a chance to visit with the people that make these telecasts possible, and that is our fine sponsors. Trinity will be leading off with the third baseman, Owen Atwood. At center field, Nick Jones bats second. Batting third is Harrison Vance, the first baseman. Max Richardson, the designated hitter, is in the cleanup spot. Zane Atwood, the left fielder, hits fifth. Batting sixth, Harris Smith, the shortstop. Connor Quarles, the right fielder, will be in the 7 slot. John Brooks is batting eighth. He's the catcher. And the second baseman, Harrison Harpo, is in the 9th slot. And pitching today for the Lions is Andrew Perry. He will be wearing number 13. Now over for the Bruins, leading off and also pitching today. So he'll be doing double duty, hitting and pitching, and that'll be Nash Kilburn. Of course, you know he's a threat to do anything at any time on the base paths. Then in the second slot is the second baseman, Braden Jones. Clennon Harden, the third baseman, will be hitting third. At cleanup, Noah Britt, the designated hitter. Max the Athlete Kilburn, he will be batting fifth. He's the shortstop. Logan Foster, the first baseman, will be batting sixth. Hitting seventh, Harrison McLean, the left fielder. Corbin Howard, the right fielder, is in the number 8 slot. And batting ninth, Wyatt Hondo Scott, he is the center fielder. And catching, but not hitting, at least in the starting lineup, is Jake Martin. And, of course, there's a whole host of reserves that the Bruins can tap onto at any time should they need them. And we've got some of the Bruins out there doing a little bit of fielding practice and Trinity has already taken its warm-ups. They've got some pitchers down in the bullpen. But for the most part, it is going to be what will be for the fans who are out here. It is going to be somewhat of a chilly afternoon simply because of the wind. It's not going to be a temperature in the 30s or 40s that really makes it unbearable. It is just a situation where you are going to have fans that will have the blankets, and I'm seeing over to my right, we've got a few fans that have quilted and blanketed up this afternoon, so that is the way it all looks as we get ready for this one, which is scheduled to have the first batter in the on-deck circle and then up to the plate about 4 o'clock. So we got about 12 minutes away from when we get this thing going, and we hope you're going to enjoy great Bruin baseball this afternoon. I'm Steve Beverly. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play, and also we want to welcome all the moms and dads and grandpas, grandmas, all of the aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters, and the best friends of the players who are going to be here for both schools today. We're looking forward to a good game between these two, and we hope that you'll enjoy it all the way through. So let's take a break and visit with some people that are so very important to us because we appreciate their support of Bruin athletics and especially Bruin baseball here in the early spring. And that, of course, includes our fine sponsors. So here we go.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Steve Beverly back with you live at Overton Stadium, and the two head coaches are meeting with the umpires at home plate as we're about 4 minutes away from the first pitch. University School of Jackson against Trinity Christian Academy. And this is, again, this is not what you would consider the ideal conditions, although it's not going to be tough for the players to see a fly ball in this. It's going to be a lot better than if they were looking into the sun, as they often are when we have a 4 o'clock start to the games. And it's going to stay overcast the rest of the way. And the Bruins are being announced by position and headed out to those positions right now. Glennon Harden, third baseman. And Noah Britt, the designated hitter. Max, the athlete. Kilburn, the shortstop. Logan Foster, the first baseman. Harrison McLean, the left fielder. Corbin Howard, the right fielder. And Hondo Scott, the center fielder. And Jake Martin behind the plate. And we're shortly going to be ready for the national anthem, and here we go. And we're just moments away from the first pitch as Nash Kilburn will begin his warm-up tosses. That wind, as we talked about, is going at about 16 miles an hour. It is eased up in the last few minutes, but it's not going to stay that way. We're expecting winds to go as high as 20 to 22 miles an hour, if not higher in gusts this afternoon. And it is blowing in from right center field, and so you are going to see the possibility if somebody gets around on one and gets a high fly ball in that direction, it's probably going to hold it up. It's going to be hard to hit one out of this place this afternoon with that wind. But standing in first is Owen Atwood, the third baseman for the Lions. And he'll be followed by center fielder Nick Jones and first baseman Harrison Vance. This is our first chance this season to have a look at Nash on the mound. And, of course, as a left-hander, he is a hard thrower. Got a little smaller crowd this afternoon. Of course, it's still just being at the 4 o'clock hour. Some people have not been able to make their way here from work in different places, but it's also the possibility of what we're expecting around 6 to 6:15 this evening may be keeping some folks at home. And so if that's the case, glad to have you with us this afternoon, and hope you'll stay with us all the way through between both of these fine schools. And Nash is just about finished with his warm-up tosses. And thank goodness we're going to be playing some baseball. It looked last night a little more grim than what we have actually wound up with today, because the initial forecast looked like 4 o'clock we were going to start having a downpour here, but that has held off, and probably for the next 2 hours. If we can at least get 5 or 6 innings in, of course, we'd have an official game, and that's what the important thing is. Nash with the first pitch, and there's a high fly foul off to the right. And he was going right with a fastball all the way. Not taking a lot of time between pitches. Second one outside for ball one. Atwood's a good leadoff hitter, got a lot of speed. And Nash with the next pitch. Up a high, 2 balls and 1 strike. In case you just logged on, we're just underway here from Overton Stadium. And that one's fouled off again. Got around on it a bit late, and it went behind the concession area. So it's an even 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Nash is working as if he's got a pitch clock out there. He's not taking a lot of time at all. Fires it outside for ball 3. Tried to get him to go for one just outside the corner. And here comes the payoff pitch. Struck him out. So Atwood goes down on strikes. And that brings up center fielder Nick Jones. Jones is another one that could be a leadoff hitter, because he's one that gets a lot of singles and doubles. He's one that can hit to all fields. And the left-hander delivers, and it's right down in the corner for strike one. The wind and the 0-1 outside for a ball. Most players at any level, but particularly at the high school level and higher, will tell you they enjoy more playing on an overcast day, because particularly on fly balls, it's not as difficult to navigate. And he goes around on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our Worthy Road Studios crew, they're all ready and able this afternoon. That one gets away from Jake Martin, but nobody on, so no harm done. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And if you're wondering why it's a little jittery on the outfield camera, that's the wind that is causing it. And the 2-2. And strikeout number 2. So Nash has got a good fastball going this afternoon, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Harrison Vance. Now, this guy can tee into one. He's got a lot of power. And so the left-hander delivers, and just a bit high for ball 1. Remember, in high school ball, they do go on pitch counts. The wind and the pitch, and it's in the corner for strike 1. A ball and a strike with 2 outs, and nobody on here in the first inning. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that one is a high fly ball that goes right to the right fielder. He came in for about 2 steps, and Corbin Howard snagged it for out number 3. So a good first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. At the end of a half inning, it's Trinity Christian Academy nothing, and the Bruins just now coming into bat.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Andrew Perry finishing up his warm-up tosses. And we'll be set to go with the bottom half of the inning. And Nash Kilburn, the pitcher, will be the first up, followed by Braden Jones, the second baseman, and third baseman, Clennon Harden. And Nash had a strong first inning with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right field. But you can see just how heavy this wind is here this afternoon. It is whipping back up again because it is blowing our outfield camera that brings you the reverse shot behind the pitcher, which is one of the best shots, if not the best shot in baseball. So Nash stepping up to the plate. And the wind and the pitch. And that one is going to be a slow bouncer to the first baseman. It stays fair, and he puts the tag on Nash. 1 pitch, 1 out. So 3 unassisted on that, and here's Braden Jones, the second baseman. That was almost an excuse me hit by Nash. I think if he had that one back, he probably would have held up. Here's the wind and the pitch. And we got 2 lefties going against each other, and that was in there for strike 1 call. Braden with that, he's got that hitch of the right leg before he takes a swing. It's no balls and 2 strikes. So Andrew Perry is looking strong as well. And got a wonderful curve there, but just was a bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one almost got over the plate, but it was a bit low. And Perry delivers again. That's a foul out of play. So it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Braden Jones. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside got away from the catcher, but nobody on, so no harm done. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I see the incomparable Paul Hutchison up in the stands, who is a regular attendee at USJ games. That's outside and away from the catcher again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Paul, the former Mississippi State basketball player back in a legendary era in 1963. Here is the wind and the pitch. High for ball 4, and so Braden with a good look at 3 pitches after it went 1 and 2. So he's on base with a walk, and here is Clennon Harden, the third baseman, and the Lions will be back at double play depth. Perry delivers, and it's a bit high. A ball and no strikes. Now Braden is a threat to go down at first. And he's giving him a good long look and then fires. And there's one that goes, and it's off of the knee of the shortstop. That was a hard hit ball, and it went off his knee. We'll give him an error on that one. So E6, and now you got 2 on for the Bruins. Here's the designated hitter, Noah Britt, and the catcher goes out to confer with Perry about what their strategy is going to be here. So the Bruins with 2 runners on without the benefit of a hit. But you take them any way you can get them and potentially get them in. And that one's high, nice curve, but it was still up high for a ball. Perry looks the runner back at second and fires. And that one is right there in the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman, and that's going to bring home a run. And also, he's going to go to third. Clennon Harden, good base running to get it all the way to third after Braden Jones scored, and so it's a single and an RBI for Noah Britt. And Max the Athlete Kilburn is in. So the Bruins with a good threat here to start with. That's their first hit of the game. And they've got another runner 90 feet away and 1 on first. And the pitch to the shortstop. He gets a hard hit ball into left field once again. That'll bring in the second run. He just went right with that pitch, and so Max with an RBI single. Runners now on first and second. And here's Logan Foster as the Bruins, with only 1 out, are continuing to try to see if they can add some insurance to this in the first inning and give Nash Kilburn a nice cushion to open up. Here's the first pitch coming to Logan. That was a curve that was in there. It got away, not far enough that the runners could advance. So it's an 0-1 count. They've left a big gap between shortstop and third base that has allowed these last 2 hits. That one's going to go right up the middle, and the runners are going to all be safe. That's another error on the shortstop. A hard hit ball, but he couldn't snag it, and so that's error 2. And here's Harrison McLean with the bases loaded. And they're having a big conference out on the mound. Perry is in a full-blown jam after getting Nash Kilburn on an excuse me tap down to first base. And the umpire is coming out to say, okay, it's time to end it up. So Perry will stay in. He's been tagged for 3 very hard-hit balls, actually a 4th one that was an error. So they've had 2 hits and 2 errors, and now with the bases loaded, Harrison McLean with a big opportunity to try to blow this one open in the first inning. That's in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch, that's a little bit high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harrison likes to be in these situations and have a chance to get a couple of RBIs. Curve was up high, 2 balls and a strike. You have to guard against a hanging curve in this situation. As we say, getting fly balls to the outfield will be a bit tough because of that wind that is coming in from the south-southeast. And you can see once again it is blowing that camera and giving the jitters. And the catcher comes in, John Brooks, to have a conference again with Perry. 2 balls and 1 strike, nowhere to put Harrison McLean except on first base and to bring in another run for the Bruins. He looks the runner back at second. And the pitch. And he went around on 1. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corbin Howard, the right fielder, would be next. The Lions would love to be able to get out of this one with a double play. And here comes the 2-2 from Perry. And there's a liner, and he got him right at third base, and they're going to get him for a double play. Excellent heads-up play by Owen Atwood. It went right to him, and he was on the bag and then fired home to the catcher for the double play for out number 3. But the Bruins scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and they left 2 men on base. So the score at the end of a full inning, it is Trinity 0 and the Bruins 2.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely. Go by and see our good friends at Campbell King Interiors. They will take care of you whether you need a full renovation or maybe a small job or a big one. They can handle it. So be sure and go by and see them and have them take a look at what your needs are. And for Nash Kilburn, the need here is to keep his team ahead 2-0. That was just outside for a ball. Max Richardson, the designated hitter, is at the plate in the cleanup spot, and he fouled that one back to the screen. A ball and a strike. Nash got the Lions out 1-2-3 in the first inning and struck out 2. Here's the wind and the 1-1. And that one is tap foul just back near the on-deck circle. So a ball and 2 strikes. Nash has been ahead of the hitters so far in the game. The wind and the pitch. And he deliberately went outside with that one, trying to get him to chase one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the stretch and the pitch. And the liner going to the shortstop. He's got a long throw, gets it to first for out number 1. Excellent play by Max Kilburn to toss him out at first. Good long throw. Good arm extension on that one. So with 1 down, it brings up the left fielder, Zane Atwood. So Nash has retired the entire Lion team so far. Somebody up there has got a baseball blanket. That's a pretty neat one. And that one's a bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. You can see the hoods are on. The wind and the pitch. High fly ball. It's going to stay in the infield, and the second baseman, Braden Jones, is under it and takes it for out number 2, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Harris Smith. Smith is fast on the base paths. Outside for a ball. 2 down here in the top half of the second inning. And 1 around on that one, a ball and a strike. Trying to rush to see if we can get these in today. You get 5 innings in, and it will be an official game, and we're looking for that because of what may be ahead around 6 to 6:15, and that one's down in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Because there is some serious rainfall, not thunderstorms, but serious rainfall headed our way that will be here for several hours. And that one's tap foul. Got him on the inside and the low part of the bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Nash pitching with a lot of confidence this afternoon. The wind and the 2-2. And he got him for strike 3, and that is his 3rd strikeout. Once again, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We have completed an inning and a half, and the Bruins are on top, 2-0.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Go by and see our friends at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning, and if your unit needs a trade-in before it really gets hot this summer, they can take care of you. Be sure and go by then and see them. All right, Andrew Perry on the mound, and that one's a foul off to the right out of play. Corbin Howard, the right fielder, at the plate after 7 Bruins went to the plate in the first inning. They were fortunate to get out of it were the Lions, and that one hit him on the ankle. Well, I guess they say he got out of the way from our vantage point. It looked like he was hit, but It's just going to be a ball and a strike. And that one inside, 2 balls and a strike. It was an excellent double play by the third baseman, Owen Atwood, at the end of that inning. And that one right through the middle. That one, I tell you what, you saw it yourself, and Perry had to do a hop and a skip to get out of the way of that one. A hard hit base hit for Corbin Howard, so he's on first. And here is Hondo Scott, the center fielder. So once his turn is up, everybody in the Bruin lineup will have hit. And he's going to try a bunt, and he gets a perfect one down. They thought about going to second, but he goes to first, and it's an excellent sacrifice by Wyatt Scott. Score it 1-3, but don't give him charged at bat on that one. So Corbin Howard moves over to second, and that'll bring Nash Kilburn up. Got a runner in scoring position. Nash had a tap out to the first baseman unassisted his first time up. And that one is on the outside corner for strike one. Nash always hits even when he does pitch. He was last year used more in relief than as a starter, but he certainly had his stuff today. There's a liner way to right field, but it goes right to the right fielder, and that's not enough to be able to get Corbin Howard over to third. Hard hit ball by Nash Kilburn, but right to Connor Quarles in right field, and here comes Braden Jones, who started the 2-run first inning with a walk and came in to score on a single by Noah Britt. He's right down on the end of that bat. And taps that one foul. Nope. He swung and missed, but the ball got away from the catcher, and that allows Corbin Howard on the pass ball to move over to third base. So it's 2 out, but you got a runner only 90 feet away down at third. And the wind and the pitch. And that one's low for a ball, 1-1 with 2 out and a runner on third. They're not giving it. Well, there still is a big gap between the second baseman and shortstop, and that one's a bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Bruins 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. The Lions have not had a hit yet, and they've made 2 errors. Here's the wind by Perry, and that's fouled off out of play. And boy, Corbin was already dashing down toward home. So Braden awaits the 2-2 with 2 out. Perry with the wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Didn't get away far enough for Corbin to try to make a dash home. So here we go with a big payoff pitch. Brian has a good eye at the plate. He took that walk in the first inning. And here comes the wind and the pitch. High fly ball into deep, deep, deep. And it's out of here for a home run into deep left center field. And he is circling the bases, and they are certainly going to give him some high fives as he powered that one over the left center field fence. That thing seemed to hang up forever, but on a 3-2 pitch, he got all of it. And a 2-run homer for Braden Jones that brings in Corbin Howard. And the Bruins are up 4-0. Clennon Harden, who reached base on an error and scored his first time up. And that one's on the inside corner for strike one. Boy, I'm telling you, Braden waited on his pitch, and he got all of it. And the wind and the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1 strike. And the stretch. And that's high, 2 balls and a strike. If he gets on, Noah Britt would be next. And that's up high, 3 balls and a strike. Noah had the first hit for the Bruins back in the first inning. And the wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Clennon, he's on base for his second time, and here comes Noah Britt. Noah got an RBI with that single in the first inning. He brought in Braden Jones, and he has a chance to do some more damage now. And Perry with the wind, and that one is on the outside corner for strike one. He's thrown a lot of pitches in these first 2 innings, and this is the 13th man he has faced. And went around on that one. Boy, Noah had a ripple at that one. He was thinking left field wall all the way. Here's the 0-2. And perfect curveball in there for strike 3. Caught him looking. But the Bruins picked up 2 runs on 2 more hits, especially the 2-run homer by Braden Jones. No errors, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, it is the Bruins 4, Trinity nothing.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Our friends at Carlock Nissan, they've got a deal for you today. Go by and see them, and I can tell you, they'll make you a great buy on a brand new car. And stepping into the plate is Connor Quarles, the right fielder, and Nash Kilburn has one just outside for a ball. Nash has faced the minimum of 6 hitters, and he struck out 3 in the first 2 innings. And there's one that is a 2-hopper to the third baseman. He fires on to first for out number 1. Clennon Harden, a good throw to first. That'll bring up the catcher, John Brooks. You can just tell Nash has a comfort zone today, and he is feeling his stuff. It's out there. Outside for a ball. There's only been 1 ball hit out of the infield. That one's low, ball 2. But his teammates have staked him to a 4-0 lead. And he delivers the 2-0, and that's in there on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nash with the wind and the pitch, and he went for one that dipped low. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even when Nash has gotten behind the hitters today, he has recovered sufficiently, and here's the 2-2. And he went around on it, 4th strikeout. So Nash has really been able to get them on that dipping low curve. Here's Harrison Harpole, the second baseman. And if Nash gets him, he will have faced the entire order. That one's on the outside corner for a strike. The wind and the pitch. That's a high fly foul. I don't think they're going to catch up to it. Just, that thing curved back in. That just went foul. That hit probably about 12 inches from the line. It looked like it was going way foul, almost to the bullpen, and it curved back in. But it's just a big strike. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Jake Martin goes out to have a quick word with Nash. And he's ahead of Harpole, 0-2. And the pitch. And that one down in the dirt, a ball and 2 strikes. We have zipped by the first 2.5 innings of this game. We might actually be able to get in a whole 7 before the rain comes this way. Here's the pitch. Just missed on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He steps back into the plate and the wind and the pitch. And that one is going right to the right fielder for what a dive. Excellent job on the catch by Corbin Howard. He timed it well. And that's out number 3. So once again, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We have completed 2.5, and the Bruins are up 4-0.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Steve Beverly back at Overton Stadium. These two teams are scheduled to play again tomorrow at Trinity's Field, and that game will come your way, weather permitting, and it should be because we expect the worst of it to be out of the way by then. That'll be a 5 o'clock game tomorrow at Trinity, and BallGame Blitz Sports Network will have it for you. At the plate is Max the Athlete Kilburn with a 4-0 lead for the Bruins. And his brother Nash has faced the minimum 9 hitters in the first 3 innings. That one's high, gets away from the catcher for ball 1. Max had a single and an RBI in the first inning. There's a drive way back there, way back there. That ball is out of here for a home run for Max Kilburn. Great solo home run that he got every bit of that one, and Max has made it a 5-0 game. Well, let's see. Now the question is it a ground rule double? It looked as though the ball, and they're going out to talk to the umpire about it. Well, apparently it bounced over. Well, that thing looked like it was out of here, but they're going to say it was a ground rule double and bounced out. So, excuse me, as we would say. And from our vantage point, that looked like that thing was way out of here, but apparently it bounced over the fence. So Logan Foster is at the plate with Max Kilburn at second. And to his family and everybody else who is watching, I'm sorry I got you all excited about that, but we all thought it up here in the booth. Here's the wind. And the pitch. And that's in there on the inside corner for strike one to Logan Foster. Logan reached base on an error in the first inning. 5 runs on 5 hits for the Bruins. And that one is going to be in the gap. They're not going to be able to hold that out. It's an infield hit. Just too far for the shortstop to try to track that one down, so that sends Max over to third, and Logan with a base hit. And Harrison McLean up once again with runners on first and third. Harrison had a hard hit ball down the third base line, but it went into a double play his first time up. And that one hit him on the ankle. So we got bases loaded. So that's our first hit batsman of the afternoon. And that brings up Corbin Howard, who had a single his first time up, and he came in on a home run by Braden Jones. And here is going to be a major summit meeting. And the big question is, are they going to leave Andrew Perry in there? And this is one of these conferences that will go on until the umpire goes out, as he is now making his way there. All right, they're going to leave him in. But I have a feeling that if the Bruins have a big inning here, that may be it for Perry. So Corbin Howard has a chance to do some real damage. And the wind and the pitch. And he went around on that big time. I can tell you Corbin wanted a big piece of that one, but managed to just get air. Here's the 0-1. That one's down in the dirt, a ball and a strike, and Corbin tells his runner at third, don't try it. Good job of blocking it down in the dirt by John Brooks. The 1-1, no place to put him. And the wind and the pitch. And that one is going to go, and it's off of the glove, and everybody's going to be safe, and a run comes in. It's off the glove of the shortstop. So give him an error on that one. And Hondo Scott with the score now 5-0. Max Kilburn came in. We have some people who are trying out for American Idol up here in the broadcast booth with the music they were playing, and that hit him, and so that's going to bring in another run. And you'll give him an RBI, namely Wyatt Scott, the second hit batsman of the game. And here's the pitcher, Nash Kilburn. And the bases are still loaded with nobody out. You got Scott on first, Howard on second, McLean on third. And here's the 0-1. High for a ball, 1 strike. Nash is 0 for 2 today, but he hasn't had to do much on offense himself because his teammates have been doing it all. Our scoreboard says 7, but it's actually 6 because of the fact that we all thought that was a home run there earlier by. Yep. Thank you very much. Two balls and 1 strike. Bruins 6 runs on 6 hits, and they've been helped by 3 errors from the Lions. And that's a high fly ball. The catcher's going to come back, but I think it's out of play. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the base is full and nobody out. And this is the 6th Bruin to hit in this game, and don't you know Nash would love to do something to help himself with a little bit of insurance. Here's the wind and the 2-2. Way outside, and that's not far enough. It bounced back off the brick, and it's not far enough that the runner on third was able to get in, so Harrison gets back down to third base. But it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and this is a big payoff pitch coming to Nash Kilburn. Here's the wind. And the pitch. And that one's out of play, off to the left. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the Bruin fans are enjoying it this afternoon, even though many of them are bundled up more than you'd like to have happen as we're in the tail end of the first week of spring. Hasn't really felt that much like spring has sprung yet. But here's another payoff pitch to Nash Kilburn. And he goes with that pitch, and the left fielder takes it, and so Harrison had to trot back down to first. And here's Braden Jones. Braden with that big 2-run homer the first time, his second time up back in the second inning. That brought in both himself and Corbin Howard. He walked in the first inning and scored. So he's had 2 runs scored today, and he's had 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And that's on the inside corner for strike 1. Bruins do not want to waste these base runners, particularly after they had them all there with nobody out. The wind and the pitch. Way outside, a ball. The Lions playing at double play depth. What they're hoping is that he can dash one to the shortstop and try for a 6-4-3 double play. And that was a nasty curve, but it didn't get over the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Perry has an impressive curve, just some of them have not been able to get over the plate. Here comes the 2-1, and he went around on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clennon Harden will be next. Braden 1 for 1 today with the 2 RBIs. The wind and the pitch. And he just got a piece of that one back up to the screen. So it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes with the bases jammed. Taking a lot of time, and then at that point, Braden stepped out. And here comes the 2-2. And struck him out, got him on the inside corner, caught him looking for out number 2. So that brings up Clinton Harden, who has been on base twice, once on an error by the shortstop and with a walk. He scored a run back in the first inning. And he is the 8th Bruin to hit in this inning. And the left-hander delivers a strike. No balls and a strike. Perry looks the runner back at second. And that one's fouled out of play, so he's quickly ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Perry taking his time. And he's pitching from the stretch. And that one's tapped. That's going to get away from him. They're going to have to hurry, but they won't get him. So he's give him a strikeout, but it was a drop ball, and because of that, Clinton reaches base on a fielder's choice. And Harrison McLean comes in. So the runners are still on every base. And he went around on that one big. The Bruins have batted around in this 3rd inning. And boy, don't you know Noah wants to get a big piece of this one. He had a single and RBI back in the 1st inning. That one's up high, and they thought there might be an attempt at a triple steal. Not likely. One ball, 1 strike to the designated hitter. And he fires, and that one is fouled way back down the right field line and out of play. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Bruins up 7-0. Scored in every inning. Oh, if Noah could deliver a hit here, this game would be absolutely blown wide open. And he went around on it. That was high, but he made a big run at it and struck him out. Perry ended up with 3 strikeouts after he ended up getting the bases loaded. For the Bruins, it was 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. So we've completed 3, and the Bruins are up on Trinity 7-0.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Boy, during the football season, we did a number of Wednesday night shows from the Blacksmith, and the food is absolutely excellent there, and particularly when the temperatures are comfortable, it's a great place to be able to eat out on the patio. So go by the Blacksmith in downtown Jackson, and you will have a meal to remember. Nash Kilburn, who has faced the minimum, he's gotten 9 batters in a row out, struck out 4, and he's back at the top of the order with Owen Atwood, the third baseman. And that's out of there for ball 1. And that one in the dirt and away from Jake Martin for ball 2. Nash hasn't had any kind of control problems today, and that one's up high, so that's the first batter that he's gone 3-0 to this afternoon. You can expect he'll be going right down the middle with this one. Nope. Tried a curve, and it went outside, so he walked him on 4 pitches. That's the first base runner that Nash Kilburn has allowed. Here's Nick Jones, the center fielder. He struck out back in the first inning. And the Bruins will be back at double play depth. And that one up just a little bit high for ball 1. That one was right down there. That was one of his good pitches, a ball and a strike. Harrison Vance, the first baseman, will be next, and then the designated hitter, Max Richardson. The wind and the 1-1. He goes around on it, a ball and 2 strikes. And here's the wind and the 1-2 coming. And he goes to first. Back in there, and that succeeds in getting a good bit of clay on the white pants of Owen Atwood. And he's going to go take off on it at strike 3, and that one is saved beautifully by the shortstop, Max Kilburn. And that's going to bring up Harrison Vance, the first baseman. Atwood stole second, but Jones struck out. That's the 5th strikeout for, and they're having a discussion with the umpire about it. But Harrison Vance to the plate, and they're going to send, they say it was a double play on that one. Okay. And there's a high fly ball into center field, but that's going to hang up. Not even any step required for Hondo Scott to take it, and he's out of there. So no runs. There was a walk, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So Nash Kilburn still has a no-hitter going as we are halfway through, and the Bruins still on top 7-0.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Well, we thank our folks up here in the booth for giving us some clarification on that double play. What happened is that Nick Jones struck out, and then the umpire ruled that he interfered with the throw down to second base on the attempted steal, and because of that, it was a double play. And that is firm rule. If you're the hitter, you cannot get in the way of the throw, and that's an automatic out at that point. Now, the Bruins batted around in the previous inning, and we got a new pitcher in here, and that is going to be Nick Jones, who has been playing center field. So you can close the book on Andrew Perry. He gave up 7 runs and 6 hits. And they're having a conversation now about and we don't know right here what the conversation is about. You can see the conversation that is going on. Well, we don't have any rain in the area yet, so I cannot believe that's part of the conversation. It's always possible. I'm going to go back and look and see what the radar is showing us right now. I'd love to be able to put this up and show it to you now. About 10 o'clock tonight. It's 6:15 is where we are seeing rain coming, but they are apparently, I don't know what the deal is, but they're apparently going to, there's some talk about bringing the tarp out, but the rain is at least, we are at 5 o'clock, the rain is at least an hour and 10 minutes away from right here. Bruins up 7-0 with, we're halfway through the game. And the players are still out there and still taking some loosening up tosses is Nick Jones. But the entire umpire crew is having a discussion, but the radar is not showing right now that we're going to have anything until right after 6 o'clock. I'm going to lean down here and ask our camera operator, Christopher Reasons. I'm going to ask, hey, Christopher, it's not raining out there, is it? And I said, okay, we have no rain. Christopher's out there in the, he and Billy Bolin are out there in the unprotected area here of the stadium, but we are still having a protracted discussion about this, and it looks like as though there is some rain beginning to fall, and it is now coming. Well, somebody had a radar that we didn't see, and here you go, the fastest tarp crew in America is coming out to try to protect this field. I'm going to take a look again at my radar. And once again, it is coming down big time here, but so it just did not show up on our advanced radar, but this whole place is emptying out. And it is coming down buckets right now. They have got the pitcher's mound protected. And that was a quick heavy shower, but now it is beginning to tail off a bit. But, boy, let me tell you what, you did not see a crowd that got themselves out of here any faster than this group did. I mean, they dashed out of here. Bruins on top, 7-0, but you got to get 5 innings in to have, or you have to have 4.5 innings in if the home team is ahead, so they need to get one more inning in for this to be an official game. And we're going to keep it right here. This is not like it used to be on TBS. We can't go to the Andy Griffith Show and show you an episode of that. And I can't take you to an episode of Steve Beverly's TV Classics because we don't have that in the computer. And it is now what we would call a light shower. And I want everybody to understand there is not considered to be a threat for a thunderstorm. And this is extremely light rain. We're going to wait and see what happens here in just a moment. The crowd has cleared out, and many of them are, those that haven't gone to their cars, are huddling over underneath the concession area. And I'll recap for you very briefly what happened. Nash Kilburn has a no-hitter going in this game, and it would be a shame if he was able to, if he had to lose this one to the weather. He has retired the minimum 12 hitters. He is only allowed one base runner, and that was a walk to Owen Atwood in the 4th inning, and he was tossed out on the basis of a double play. And then the Bruins scored 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, and 3 runs in the third. And the big hit of the game was Braden Jones' 2-run homer in the 2nd inning that brought home himself and Corbin Howard. In Bruins with 7 runs on 6 hits, they've had the benefit of 3 errors by Trinity. And they were just about, Trinity was just about to go to a reliever. And this rain has dropped now to what is just really a drizzle. Well, here's what we're going to do. I don't have a classic TV rerun show that I can show you, but we're going to have you visit again with some more of our sponsors, and then we'll come back in about 5 to 6 minutes and give you an update.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires. We can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
The rain has, for all intents and purposes, stopped. Yes, the bleachers are wet, but the field looks like it could be playable. The umpires are still having conversations as to whether we're going to resume this one or not. Now, we are still expecting that the heaviest rain is going to be an hour from now, about 6:15. That's the kind that we'll all have the umbrellas and making a mad dash to our cars. But they are having a discussion right now over with the Bruin coaching staff. We had what amounted to about a 4-minute shower that was heavy enough that they said, let's bring the tarp out and put it on the pitcher's mound, and they did. The Bruins are on top 7-0, and they need one more inning. They've got to get 4.5 innings in with a lead. They had to get one more inning in for this to be an official game. And Nash Kilburn at this point is pitching a no-hitter. And so far, the Bruins with 2 runs in the first and second innings. They had a 4-0 lead then, and then they picked up 3 more. Got the bases loaded and managed to pull in 3 more in the third inning, and they are scheduled to be coming up to the bat. And a new pitcher was about to come into the game. It was Nick Jones, the center fielder for Trinity. And the conversation continues while everybody waits. The stands definitely emptied out, although there are some younger fans who have decided to come back out. They couldn't care less about whether they're going to get wet because this is fun to them. Our all-purpose crew chief, Christopher Reasons, he decided to come into the press box during this period just to have a little bit of break from, he didn't want to look like that he needed to shake like a dog, and he's also cold. Temperature outside right now is actually about 62 degrees. So it's not like one of those, actually I'm looking here now, it's 66. So it hasn't really, that's been our high today, and it hasn't really gotten off of that. We have had a wind advisory that is in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow. And it is a really, really tough situation to know, all right, should we go ahead and start trying to play this one again? There's been a lot of people around here and up in the booth that have been saying, hey, let's go ahead and play the next inning and not keep talking about it. And Derek Pritchard, USJ Athletic Director, is coming back over with his phone. And I think everybody is taking a look at their radars for whatever service they use. And Derek is coming up here in the stands and taking a look at everything. And so I would love to give you an answer right now as to whether we're about to get on with this, but I truly do not know. We've had 1 home run today and another one that, frankly, almost went out of the park, but it ended up being a ground rule double by Max Kilburn, but the home run was by Braden Jones. Braden had a 2-run homer in the second. So just about everybody has contributed to this 7-0 lead for the Bruins with Nash Kilburn. He has faced the minimum 12 batters, and he has only allowed one base runner. It was a walk on 4 pitches in the 4th inning to third baseman Owen Atwood, and then it ended up being a double play with the next hitter. So once again, we are awaiting word on to whether or not we're going to resume. Both teams are still here. And we got started on time at 4 o'clock, and it was just about like it is right now. It was just an overcast sky. And we're right now at 5:20. If they could go ahead and get started, and I don't know if there's a mandatory wait period that they have or not, but if they could go ahead and get started, I think we would easily be able to get the extra inning in that would require this to be an official game. And you got a couple of Bruins out doing some warm-up swings. I know they want to play. As I mentioned, both these teams are scheduled to play tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Trinity. And the forecast is much better tomorrow. It'll be cloudy in the morning, but in the afternoon it will be clear. The high tomorrow is expected to be about 62. So once again, we don't have any kind of penetrating rainfall right now at all. It's just more this chilly wind that is blowing at about 18 miles an hour right now that is out of the south-southeast, and that's whipping back in on the fans. But, you know, that's just part of spring baseball. You're going to have that regardless of what happens. Our ace cameraman, Billy Bolin, you might have just seen him down below us. And I want to thank our great crew here. Andrew Burris is your director today, as well as Christopher Reasons and Billy Bolin on camera, and because they have been trying to do everything they can to protect the gear whenever. And folks, you just can't imagine what it's like to have television camera equipment that is in the midst of the elements like that. You got to do everything you can to protect it. So we're swinging back in the other direction right now, and that's the Bruins with 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Trinity's Lions, no runs, no hits, and 3 errors. And there's still a discussion going on the field, and I don't know whether we're going to have baseball here or not. It does seem as though we are at 5:22 here this afternoon, with the next rainfall looking between 6 and 6:15. .530. All right. Derek Pritchard has just come over to give us the word that we will resume in approximately 7 minutes. And hope we can get one more inning here, and that will at least make it an official game. So let's do this. Let's go back and visit again with our sponsors, and then we'll be back with a target of 5:30 to resume the game with the Bruins on top 7-0. Let's take a break.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
And we are about to resume baseball. We have about a 35-minute window before we expect the next wave of showers, and so that'll give us an opportunity to get at least the 1 inning in that would be required for this to be an official game. Got to go at least 4.5 innings if the home team is ahead. And so the umpires in both teams have been doing a few warm-up tosses, trying to get loose once again. In case you just joined us, USJ is on top of Trinity 7-0. 7 runs on 6 hits for the Bruins. The Lions have been set down 12 batters in a row by Nash Kilburn, and he has only allowed 1 base runner, and that was with a walk at the top of the 4th inning, and they managed to get him out with a double play. So he has faced the minimum 12 hitters, and he needs that 1 more inning to be able to get credit for a no-hitter, even if it would be an abbreviated one. But it looked as though about 5:08, we had what amounted to a quick, heavy shower. I'm talking about 3 or 4 minutes was about all it was, and then all of a sudden, whammo, the stands cleared out, the teams went back into the dugouts, and it was a completely different thing, and it was somewhat of a surprise because the radars that we had all looked at did not show shower activity coming in until about 6:05, 6:10. And that's why they got to hurry up and try to get this one in. And then about 5:20, Athletic Director Derek Pritchard came over here and told us that we'll resume at 5:30, which is where we are at right now. So Trinity is headed back in from the outfield, and the Bruins will be up at the plate in the bottom of the 4th. And it will be, and I got to look at this one to be absolutely sure on it, that 9 Bruins went to the plate in the 3rd inning. So this is going to be it appears this is going to be Max Kilburn at the plate. And a new pitcher is coming in for Trinity, Nick Jones. Andrew Perry, the starter, gave up all 7 runs and 6 hits. There have also been 3 Lions errors, and here we go. Lions back out in the field, and headed to the mound is Nick Jones. He'd been playing center field in the first 4 innings of the contest, first 3 innings. And after he finishes warm-up tosses, we are going to be set to go. A distinctively smaller crowd will be watching here because I think many of the fans just decided that they would not brave the elements, and who can blame them, because it is also chilly out there with this heavy wind that we have. But we got a few fans that are making their way back here. There are some that have crowded down under the awning by the concession area. And we will be going with limited cameras at this point in time because of the elements being out there. There's just no way for us to be able to protect our outfield camera, so we won't be having that behind the pitcher shot. But we're glad that you're still with us here, and hopefully we will get this in as an official game. It is on the way, and we're going to probably have tonight in West Tennessee in the Jackson area, we're probably going to have 5 to 6 hours of this stuff before it finally makes its way out of here. Tomorrow's supposed to be a great day, and these 2 teams will play again over at Trinity's Field over on Windy City Road at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. There should not be any delays, and here is Max the Athlete Kilburn. And Jones, his first delivery, and there's a high fly ball over into right field, and they didn't get it, and it is a fair ball, so it's going to be, they're going to hold him up at first. It was a tremendous effort trying to catch up to that one, but it's a base hit for Max Kilburn. Logan Foster up. He's 1 for 2 today. He's been on base both times. In the first inning, he reached base on an error, and he singled and scored in the third inning. And everything is insurance now for the Bruins, and that one's tap foul back to the brick. No balls and 1 strike. Jones in relief of Perry. And here's the wind and the pitch. And that high curve does not dip. Ball and strike. Max may or may not take a chance on trying to go to second. Well, he is now and there's no way they'll stop him. That's a pass ball on the catcher. So Max is now in scoring position. And a chance to add another one to the 7-0 lead. Jones looks the runner back at second. And here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one is going to be fair ball. He goes a long throw to first, but moving over to third easily is Max Kilburn, so it's almost like a sacrifice. It's a 5-3 put out, and Max has made his way over to third, and that'll bring up Harrison McLean. Harrison was hit by a pitch ball his last time up. He's 0 for 1 officially today. He did score in that 3-run third inning. Way high, ball 1. And the rain is coming back. It's relatively light, and I think they can continue to play through this. That one's low for a ball. And we got some youngsters up in the stands that they think it's great to be able to be out here and just get soaked. I'm not sure how their parents are going to feel about that. Here's the 2-0, high for ball 3. And we're going to have to stay with this camera shot because of the elements. We had to protect our outfield camera. And here it is, and that one's tap foul over the head of the coach down at the third base coaching box. 3 balls and a strike. Corbin Howard would be next. They ought to be able to get through this inning, let's hope. And the pitch, and that's high for ball 4. So Harrison trots down to first base. We've got runners now at first and third, and that'll bring up Corbin Howard, who has been on base both times. He had a single in the second inning, and he reached base on an error in the third. So Corbin has runners on first and third, and the rain's lightening up a bit again. And let's hope it continues to do that. There's the pitch and a high fly ball, and that's going to drop in just in the short outfield for a base hit, and that brings home Max Kilburn with run number 8. So Corbin with his second single and his first RBI of the afternoon. And here's Hondo Scott. So far today, Wyatt is officially 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch ball and grounded out. Actually, it was a sacrifice, so he has officially not had an at-bat. He's had 2 plate appearances, but not an at-bat. 1 out, and the pitch is high, 1-0. Runners at first and second. Bruins up 8-0. Everybody desperately wanting to get this one in. That's high for ball 2. it's not affecting visibility at this point, and that one hit the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hondo had one really hard hit ball that his last time up. And he went for one that dipped low. 3 balls. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes, pardon me. Nash Kilburn, the pitcher, will be next. And here's the pitch, and he went around on it for strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Jones. And that brings up Nash Kilburn. Nash is 0 for 3 today. He's been up every inning. He's had 2 flyouts and a ground out, but he has a chance to give himself a little insurance now. 2 down, and the pitch is high for a ball. If it's an official game, Nash would be credited with a no-hitter if he can retire the side 1, 2, 3 in the next inning. That one was a bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Jones is looking the runner back at second intently. And that one hit the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. The Bruins have had at least 6 men come to the plate in every single inning. And they have scored in every inning today. And that one is going right into center field, and that's going to bring in another run. And flying around and going to third as well is going to be Corbin Howard, but Harrison McLean comes in with run number 9. So Nash gets an RBI. A 2-out single. And they're going to come out and talk to Jones. Still got a very misty rain right now. It is not heavy. It is not enough that would impair this game to continue. We're at 5:41 Central Time, and so we think there's still a window of about probably 20 minutes left before this game potentially would have to be called. Because once we hit past the 6 o'clock hour, it is going to be pretty heavy. All right. Jones with runners on first and third. And the pitch to Braden Jones in there for a strike. Braden has had a 2-run homer. He's walked and scored, and he has been called out on strikes. And that one is a high foul out of play, so he's behind in the count quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Braden has scored twice today. And here's the 0-2 from Jones, way outside, and they're not going to get him down at second. That one, he stole that one on the pitcher. So Nash, who is always a threat to go with a stolen base of second. And here comes the 1-2 with both runners now in scoring position. There's a drive, and that one is going to fall in and probably score 2 runs, and the Bruins are up 10-0. Braden Jones with 4 RBIs in today's game. So Corbin Howard comes in, Nash Kilburn comes in, and that was really a big help because of him with that stolen base. And so a 2-run single for Braden Jones, 4 RBIs today. And they're going to come out and just try to put a little more. Yeah, they're coming out and try to just clean up home plate a bit. So it's 11-0 Bruins. And we'll check to see who the new pitcher is. In fact, let's take a break, and we'll come back and we'll tell you all about the call to the bullpen.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you.
Well, just as it looked like there was going to be a pitching change, then they have called everybody back off the field. The Bruins with 4 more runs in the 4th inning, and they still have Clennon Harden getting ready to come to the plate. It is 11-0. The rain has picked up a bit, and they're going to bring the tarp back out one more time. And it would be an absolute shame if they could not complete this one at this point and wipe it out. But an 11-0 lead for the Bruins. They picked up 4 here with 2 out in the 4th inning. And it's looking, now the rain has eased a bit, but the umpires have come out and have told the teams to all, and you got, well, now here go they're going to lift the bases off, and I think that may be it. They're pulling the bags off, and it looks like that may be it. We haven't got an official word yet, but when they take the bags off, that's usually an indicator that we're not going to be playing anymore this afternoon. The rain just started earlier than had been anticipated, and it has been heavy enough that it appears that we may not get this one in. You got to play at least 4.5 for it to be an official game. And what a shame it would be for the Bruins to lose this offensive performance, 11 runs on 9 hits, and Nash Kilburn with a no-hitter. But with the bags having been pulled, and the two coaches have had a conversation, and they're going to, we're trying to get word. Hopefully, we're going to stay right here until we get word as to what the final dispensation is. And hopefully we'll get that in just a moment when they head back up here to the box. Well, hopefully we'll get a report here in about 30 seconds, and I'll let you know what the story is. What's the story?
So they're going to pick up at this point tomorrow before we play Trinity at Trinity.
Okay.
And it'll be at Trinity. So
okay.
We'll finish this game where we are right now at Trinity tomorrow before the second
Okay.
moment.
All right. There you go. All right. You just heard it. And the weather will be good tomorrow. I can assure you of that, because there's nothing in the forecast that looks as though it is going to be a disaster. But here's what the story is. The Bruins, they still have 1 out remaining. There's 2 out in the 4th inning. So I'll bring you to this point. They scored 4 so far, and it'll be Clennon Harden coming to the plate tomorrow. They are going to continue the game tomorrow at Trinity. The two teams were scheduled to play a 5 o'clock game at Trinity tomorrow afternoon. What they are going to do is that they will pick up this game. It will be at Trinity tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, and they will finish the game there at that point. Now, I don't know at this stage of the game, will they play the full 7 innings or will they do it just for the sake of getting a full game in of 4.5 to 5 innings. We just don't know that, or whether they'll play a full 7. The Bruins will be, at this stage of the game, up 11-0, and Clennon Harden will be coming to the plate with 2 out in the 4th. Nash Kilburn has a no-hitter going. Now, the big question is, will Nash pitch again tomorrow? Now, these young arms can usually take a lot of this, a lot more than some of these veteran pitchers. And Nash was looking so good today that it will be interesting to see if they go with him again tomorrow or whether it's going to be a different pitcher on the mound. But the Bruins, 11-0, they will be taking, and we just cleared it out there, the Bruins will be up at bat when the game resumes tomorrow, and then they will play it as if it had never stopped at that point. It used to be many years ago, and I'm talking about way back there, that if you had a rainout like this, they would wipe out all the stats, and it would be just absolutely horrendous for the teams who had had an impressive performance. Well, there's a lot more leniency with that now, and so just telling you how things have looked today, you had Max Kilburn with a single and a double, and he scored twice. The big 2-run home run for Braden Jones in the 2nd inning, and he also had a 2-run single in the 4th inning. He's had 4 RBIs in the game. Everybody has contributed across the board. Everybody who has played has been on base, whether it's been by a hit or a hit batsman or a walk. So that's where it is. We're not finished, but we are going to pick it up tomorrow afternoon, and that will be at Trinity tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock is the scheduled time. If there is a change and a decision to try to play this continuation game earlier, we'll try to get word to you on the USJ website about that or on the USJ Facebook page and let you know what that is going to be. So we wind it up from here with the Bruins on top 11-0. We'll continue it tomorrow afternoon, probably at 5, but possibly a little bit earlier. So I want to thank our crew especially for their outstanding efforts today. On cameras, Christopher Reason and Billy Bolin, directed by the ever-cool Andrew Burris. Our executive producer is Paul Schultze. And I'm Steve Beverly, your play-by-play announcer. And until we're with you tomorrow afternoon at Trinity, so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.
BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.